Folks, let's take a live look outside. I'm going to get you ready for your, Monday and the week ahead. My first alert weather forecast is coming right up.
Plus, Benton and Franklin County officials are reaching out for help as legal cases for county public defenders continue to pile up. And a concerning trend across eastern Washington has scammers showing up at people's doors impersonating IRS officials. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From KEPKView Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. We're 5 seconds away from 6 o'clock straight out. Good Monday morning. Good Monday morning to you.
Good morning to you. Did you have a good weekend?
You know, I had a fine weekend. I didn't do too much. I got some rest. How about you?
I had a great weekend. It was beautiful weather, but
Yes.
I spent most of it maybe avoiding the sun. It's pretty hot. I'm not used to it yet. I'm not ready for it.
I did take a little jaunt, and I got a little, I wouldn't say overheated, but it's the first time I've felt that heat, and it's going to be getting even warmer this week. So let's take a look outside at our lovely sky cam just outside the Legends Casino, and we're seeing what all of our areas have seen this morning. Just a quick bit of shower activity and then some sunshine right after it. Kind of gorgeous conditions this morning. We've seen a little bit of everything, and we pretty fast moving system about to hit the Yakima area next half hour or so, and just the edge of it through Toppenish. But behind it, we're seeing much more clear skies and nice conditions, though we could see some afternoon, early and late afternoon quick showers for the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region. Upper 80s for Yakima today, plenty of sunshine. Upper 80s as well for the Tri-Cities. Looks like we're going to warm up and then cool down a bit for Walla Walla, mid 80s. And again, a little bit of thunder and lightning possible in our late afternoon to early evening hours, and really scattered showers throughout our area. So a stray storm could come to your area into really Wednesday as we get to the morning hours, but we're going to be looking at more sunshine as well. I'll get you ready for the week ahead. My full forecast, it's coming up later in the show, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
The Grant County Sheriff's Office is investigating the circumstances surrounding a man's body that was found in an irrigation canal near Mattawa Saturday. Authorities say a woman reported a man had drowned just before 2 p.m. that afternoon. First responders found the body in the canal near the 23,000 block of Road U Southwest. And while they attempted to revive him, he was dead at the scene. Authorities are working on notifying the man's family. A Richland man has died following a crash with a semi-truck in Grant County Friday. According to Washington State Patrol, 32-year-old Abhinav Srivastava was driving northbound on State Route 243 when he failed to yield and went through the intersection at State Route 26. A semi hit the driver's side of the vehicle and Srivastava was pronounced dead at the scene. His passenger, a 28-year-old woman, was taken to a Seattle hospital. The crash remains under investigation. Nearly 8,000 Benton PUD customers were without power for several hours on one of the hottest days of the year so far. Customers first reported outages just before 3 p.m. Saturday, and power wasn't fully restored until just before 8 p.m. Benton PUD officials say the outage was due to damaged equipment from the Bonneville Power Administration. And people who were hoping to cool down at one of the Kennewick splash pads would find themselves out of luck. The city of Kennewick has said that the splash pads will remain closed until Memorial Day, and that it takes weeks of preparation to open up the facilities. The splash pads will be open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily from Memorial Day weekend until Labor Day weekend. A call for help from Benton and Franklin counties. Officials say state requirements are putting too much of a financial burden on county legal systems, and they're running out of options. KEPKView's Alyssa Warner has more.
The system, it just simply isn't working anymore, and we need to work together to get this fixed.
Franklin County authorities say they're struggling to get through a backlog of cases, in part because they don't have enough lawyers to go to court.
Cases piled up for years while our local courts were prohibited from performing their normal function, and cases are now going to trial, but large backlogs persist.
You have a constitutional right to a speedy trial, but you also have a right to legal defense. And if you can't afford to hire someone, the county has to assign a public defender. Both Benton and Franklin County officials say there just aren't enough people willing to take that job.
Already in Franklin County, we've had to cut bail of an accused rapist because we have a lack of attorneys here.
I think it's important context to know that Judge Ruff on Tuesday, when lowering the bail on the gentleman who stands accused of rape, did not lower bail in the case in which he stands accused of rape. He had a separate older burglary 2 case where he had not yet been appointed an attorney. Just shows some of the triage that has to be done by our judicial system.
The Franklin County Office of Public Defense, or OPD, manager says right now, counties are competing against each other, and that is not working.
The person with the most money is going to have the built-in advantage. And I have to compete against Benton County because the only thing that separates us is a bridge. It's the same labor pool. And if I don't have the money to compete, I don't begrudge the people that choose to go to Benton because they can make a lot more money.
He says another issue is that the state won't let OPD hire someone right out of school.
If you have A and B both go to law school together, they graduate together, they take the state bar exam together. They have no experience, they've just gone to school. But now they're out there in the job market. Mr. Stolburn's office can hire either one of them, and I can't touch either one of them because the state Supreme Court and the State Bar Association have fastened these qualifications on the defense side of the equation.
For Cap KVU Local News, I'm Alyssa Warner.
The big question in all of this is what can be done. Officials say any solution will likely be years in the making and would require help from the legislature. The Supreme Court and the governor's office will continue to track this developing story and bring you updates as we get them. Oregon's legislative session was on hold over the weekend. Republican senators walked out of the state legislature over a week ago and so far have refused to come back, which means the Senate can't hold any votes. Leadership in the state Senate is working on a solution, and the Senate president agreed not to hold floor sessions through the weekend. That means Republicans who walked out did not continue racking up their unexcused absences. A new voter-approved law in Oregon says state lawmakers with more than 10 unexcused absences cannot run for re-election. Oregon's legislative session is scheduled to end on June 25th. Scammers in Spokane now dressing the part, claiming to work with the government and threatening to arrest victims. Some Eastern Washington law officers say it is unusual to see this type of in-person intimidation because this new scam could be showing up right at your front door. Kristen O'Connor reports.
In this case, the criminals show up right at your front door, demanding money from victims.
For them to dress up in suits, to have an old Crown Victoria.
The in-person intimidation happened last month in North Spokane from scammers claiming to be with the Treasury Department. Corporal Mark Gregory with the Spokane County Sheriff's Office agrees it's a bold crime.
They're preying on the ones that aren't watching the news, that aren't on social media.
Corporal Gregory says scammers like these are collecting hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars in prepaid gift cards from victims worried they'll be arrested without immediate payment.
And that's all they need. They need fear. They need to be able to be convincing to make the fear happen. People lose their money. All he needs is one person a week that he scams for $1,000. And that's $52,000 a year, tax-free, not on the books, non-traceable.
So what can you do to protect your hard-earned money? Investigators tell me there are 3 red flags. The first,
no gift cards. Everybody takes standard payment.
Second, ask for identification.
And in the specific case where they come up to the door, always ask for ID, whether it's a business or law enforcement. Businesses should never be asking you, demanding right now, either do this or else.
And last, pause. Don't panic.
Immediacy, you have to do it right now. Right this second while I'm on the phone with you.
If you're being pressured to make a payment, especially to a stranger, you always have time.
Whenever you're presented with something that has scared you and is just immediate or else, stop. Just stop and think.
If you're still unsure, contact law enforcement to see if you can connect with an officer who specializes in these types of investigations. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, a hot spring-like day today. You're going to need your sunglasses. We're starting to see plenty of sunshine in most of our areas, and all will soon see plenty of sunshine. But maybe you have an umbrella handy, some stray showers possible. Your first alert weather forecast is coming right up.
Plus, the Seattle Kraken are getting ready for Game 7 tonight as they look to punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon. And find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Do you have any land that gets no use? Save some money by using an American-made power racking system. It's a more cost-effective option than a standard pole and concrete method. Invest in green energy with the pros at Solar Power Northwest. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
The Silver Jubilee 25th Anniversary Celebration continues at Legends Casino Hotel in May, with over $225,000 in cash and prizes being given away. We've got one Mercedes left, so use your player's card to earn entries for cash drawings on Thursdays and a Mercedes GLE on May 25th. Play your favorite slots for a chance at one of 25 cash prizes, totaling over $200,000 on May 31st. It's an anniversary celebration like no other, only at Legends Casino Hotel, within winning distance.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products. Fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
North Idaho's amazing Clark Fork River Delta. KFKV Local News at 6, Tuesday.
It's 6:11 on this Monday morning. Tonight is Game 7 of the Seattle Kraken Stanley Cup playoff series against the Dallas Stars. So the Kraken managed to bring the series to Game 7 after a huge win at home Saturday night. Jordan Eberle put 2 goals on the board as the Kraken cruised to a 6-3 win over the Stars. The winner of tonight's game, it's all or nothing, will be going on to face the Vegas Golden Knights in the Western Conference Finals. If the Kraken are able to pull out the win, the 2 most recent NHL expansion teams will be facing off in the playoffs. Incredible. And the Mariners, they traveled to Detroit yesterday for a Mother's Day clash with the Tigers, hoping to complete the series sweep, but after jumping out to an early lead, the Tigers would manage to roar back in the 7th for a 5-3 win, but the Mariners did win the series 2 games out of 3. NBA superstar Ja Morant, previously suspended for flashing a gun, is in trouble again. This time, a former player on his team says Morant should be benched for all of next season as punishment. ABC's Lionel Moyes has the details.
Ja Morant, the 23-year-old star point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies, has been suspended for the 2nd time this year. The suspension announced after the 2-time All-Star was seen in this Instagram Live video posted early Sunday morning that shows him sitting behind the wheel of a car, appearing to hold a gun. The Grizzlies issuing a statement saying they are aware of the social media video.
You listen to Ja Morant post-game, I mean, the engagement level and the intellect are unmistakable. But yet, this whole fake gangster theme that I thought we were past as a culture some years ago, I guess he's not past it.
This past March, Morant entered a counseling program after a similar live video posted on his Instagram account and has since been taken down. Showed him holding a gun at a Denver club. He faced no criminal charges related to that incident, but was eventually suspended for 8 games by the league. Morant told ESPN then that he was seeking help.
I was constantly, talking to therapists, different stuff to,
help me manage that.
Now Morant's 5-year, $194 million contract set to begin next season could be in jeopardy after this latest incident.
To be a professional athlete at any level, it is a privilege. It is not a right. And you are precariously at a point where you may be losing it.
He also has endorsement deals with Nike and Powerade, though the sports drink company pulled an ad featuring Morant almost immediately after the March video emerged. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
The Memphis Grizzlies say Morant is suspended pending league review. Nike has not commented. It released a statement back in March supporting Morant for the help he was getting. Coming up, Legends Casino is celebrating its 25th anniversary today. Find out how they plan to ring in that quarter of a century when we come back. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. You wouldn't believe it, but an hour ago it was cloudy as heck, but now we have plenty of sunshine. We have a wonderful Monday on the way. I'll get you ready for that on Good Morning Northwest. That's next.
What do you do when your employee gets hurt on the job? Here's a story about Jay. He got hurt at work and couldn't perform his normal duties. That's rough, but there's good news. You see, Jay works for TISA, and TISA wants to do right by her employee. She knows all about L&I's Stay at Work program, so TISA gets to keep a valuable employee like Jay on the payroll doing a light-duty job while he heals. And TISA gets reimbursed half of Jay's wages, up to $10,000. Now, that's what we call a win-win. Learn more at lni.wa.gov/stay at work.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
We're seeing customers come in every single day. Pros are using battery equipment.
Making the switch to battery was one of the best decisions that we made as a company.
We made the switch to battery-powered equipment to be ahead of the industry.
It's made in America, and I wanted something that was built here.
This is where the world is headed. It's better to be ahead of it now than get on it later.
Built for you. Built for work. Real steel. Find yours.
Saturday. Join Cap KVU and the Tri-City Dust Devils for a night of baseball and awesome fireworks. It's the best show in town as the Vancouver Canadians play your Dust Devils, followed by fireworks. Game time 6:30 Saturday at Gisa Stadium. See you at the game.
Monday, Aquafina.
Something about you seems different. I can't quite figure it out.
From Disney's The Little Mermaid, plus Rainn Wilson.
Today at 9 on Cap KVU.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Nice morning so far. Oh my goodness, what a gorgeous morning. We had quite a bit of cloud coverage. We're still seeing it move through the Yakima Valley area right now. But Yakima Valley, you're going to be seeing this sunshine very soon as we're looking to be having a pretty nice day. But still, a stray shower is possible this morning right now for Yakima. And then as we move into our afternoon hours, I'll get to that in the future cast. So a little less hot today than we saw over the weekend, but still well above our average for this time of year. So let's get to that radar. We had that bit of shower activity starting to get into the Yakima area. And again, very light shower activity. It looks a little more ominous than it actually is. And then it's just going to move on out, and then plenty of sunshine on the way. We already saw a little bit of droplets for the Mid-Columbia in the Blue Mountain region. And we could see a little bit more shower activity coming in our afternoon hours. It'll be coming up from the south, and then Pendleton right around the 2 o'clock hour. Could be a little bit of electricity in this as well. Then it'll fan out over into Walla Walla, and then just kind of encircling our area. So Tri-Cities Pendleton areas could just see some off and on shower activity into tomorrow morning. Again, stray thunder showers possible. Then we'll see a little bit cooking in the Yakima Valley area, Kittitas area tomorrow evening. And then just the epitome of a showerlet or two going into our morning hours on Wednesday. So we're going to keep a close eye on that, but don't get too sidetracked by the showers, because we're going to see more sunshine than not for the next really week ahead. So as we look at our temperatures this morning, we are in the mid to lower 60s as we're slowly cooling down a bit before we start to warm up for the day. 55 for Ellensburg. Still warm conditions, my goodness. As we head into our next couple of days, folks, we're going to be looking at those warmer temperatures coming as we get into Thursday, into Saturday, and then we're going to start to see those temperatures drop off as we get to Sunday in our next work week. But still, folks, we are well above our average. And again, we started spring well below our average, and we're getting into the middle part of spring as we're warming up. So right now, our wind speeds, we are very light, a little bit kicking up in Walla Walla, and we do expect pretty nominal winds for the week ahead, right around 10 mile per hour to light. We'll see maybe a little bit of a push as we start to cool down on Sunday, but still beautiful conditions are on the way, at least wind-wise. So our highs today, mid to upper 80s for Kittitas and the Yakima Valley areas. And again, you're going to be seeing a little bit of shower activity rumbling through in the next half hour. As we look at the mid-Columbia, lower 90s to upper 80s. And over in the Blue Mountain region, still a little bit tailing off the rest of our areas, going to be in those mid to lower 80s. 7-day forecast. So pretty much what you see is what you're going to get today through Wednesday. And then we're going to start warming up a bit as we get to Thursday into Saturday, and then starting to cool down Sunday into our next work week. Overnight lows very much settling down mid to lower 60s. So folks, again, a stray thunder shower possible today, but more sunshine than not for the week ahead. Tri-Cities area, lower 90s through Wednesday, mid 90s Thursday through Saturday, and that cool down coming this weekend as well. So folks, as we move along in our morning, beautiful conditions right now, mid-Columbian blues. That'll come to the Yakima Valley here in about the next half hour to hour. And get ready for a stray thunder shower or two possible in the afternoon.
Legends Casino in Toppenish is celebrating its silver anniversary later this morning. KapKV's Riley Fitzgerald joins us here in studio to talk about that celebration. And Riley, you spoke to officials. What are they saying to expect from the event at Legends today?
Jill, there are a lot of festivities planned, not only today, but all month long for Legends Casino Hotel. There is a calendar full of events. Something is going on just about every day to celebrate 25 years running. Today is a special one, though. There are speakers, recognitions, rewards, and giveaways, a dessert station, and live entertainment during the day, including a free concert in the evening. General Manager Letitia Peterson says there's a special reason for the celebrations today at 11 o'clock.
We're going to be doing several things. We're going to be celebrating at 11 a.m. on the 15th, our actual anniversary. We opened our doors on May 15th, 1998 at 11 a.m. So we're going to kind of go back and we're going to re-celebrate that moment. We're planning to have a lot of activities. We have some giveaways. We have some great promotions.
Events officially begin at 10 o'clock at Legends and go on all day. In about half an hour on Good Morning Northwest, we talk about what's coming next for Legends Casino and how they plan on growing. Live in studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you so much, Riley. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, Legends Casino, we will have more stories when we come back.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Watch me. Watch my first step turn to leaps and bounds. Watch me play carefree while the world goes round. Listen to me join in with every girl and boy. Screams of happiness, limitless joy. Watch me run through the grass and sand. They said I would, now I can. Watch me. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
This all-new Aria is an elegant EV.
Yeah, with 389 horsepower. And all-wheel drive.
It's beautiful.
It's a beast.
It's electric.
With an edge.
Oh, let's go with that.
Get a low $429 per month lease or get 2.99% financing for 36 months on the all-new Aria.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KView.
Monday morning, well, the Food and Drug Administration approved a new drug to treat symptoms of menopause on Friday. Veozah treats hot flashes and night sweats by blocking receptors in the brain that play a role in regulating body temperature. It's an alternative to hormone replacement therapies. Women with a higher risk of stroke, heart attacks, and some kinds of cancer are sometimes advised against HRTs. In clinical trials of more than 3,000 women, the drug reduced the number of hot flashes they experienced each week. But it also comes with a warning about risks of liver injuries. A panel of outside advisors to the Food and Drug Administration voted to grant accelerated approval to an experimental gene therapy. SRP 9001 treats Duchenne multiple muscular dystrophy in a single dose. However, it hasn't been clinically proven, and the FDA has some safety concerns. But parents of children who have received it got the votes they needed. During a 9-hour meeting, parents told their stories about the therapy keeping their kids walking longer than if they hadn't received it. Right now, kids with the disease generally lose their ability to walk by their teens and don't live past 30. The advisors ultimately voted 8-6 to put the drug on a path to go to market without robust clinical evidence. The FDA does not have to follow that recommendation. The agency is expected to make its final decision by the end of the month. Well, coming up, a moment of remembrance at the University of Idaho graduation on Saturday. How the school honored the 4 students who were killed last year. That's next in Good Morning Northwest.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want your yard.
Did you know that Astria Health offers the latest technology in robotic surgery with the Da Vinci Xi? Robotic surgeries are more precise and less invasive than even laparoscopic surgeries. There is less blood loss during surgery, and patients heal more quickly, getting them back to living life sooner. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to General Surgeon Dr. Ernesto Dizon or Dr. Manuel Ibanez at Astria Sunnyside Hospital to learn more. Astria Health, always here.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
From Cap KView, this is Medically Speaking.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we want to remind you your oral health is important. We know that life can get busy. Don't let your family's oral health take a back seat. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we offer extended hours. That's right, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. We want you to smile healthy and live happy. No insurance? No problem. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at wrfdc.com or pdpnw.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
I was 44, working part-time. It was my first mammogram, and they found a few cancerous places in my left breast. I didn't have any symptoms. I didn't feel sick. I didn't have a lump in my breast. There was nothing. I wasn't afraid I was going to die. My first fear was, how am I going to tell my daughter? As a result of early detection, I didn't have to do chemotherapy. I just did surgery and radiation. Was able to maintain a good quality of life, and now it's a distant memory.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get up to $1,200 back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
North Idaho's amazing Clark Fork River Delta. Cap gave you local news at 6 Tuesday.
A moment of remembrance at the University of Idaho graduation on Saturday. How the school honored the 4 students killed last year. A surprising development at the southern border as officials report border encounters are actually down so soon after the expiration of Title 42.
Folks, though it's a little off of yesterday, it is staying warm and sunny throughout our areas, but stray thunderstorms are possible. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
From Cap KVU Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine, and we just love it when it's so light during the morning show because we have to suffer through
the winter.
When it's just plain old dark and it's just so nice outside right now.
Yes, we can actually see things and it looks beautiful.
Let's take a look outside. Again, this is in the Tri-Cities area from Geisa Stadium in Pasco. We do have some cloud coverage and some showers moving through the Yakima Valley area right now, but the Tri-Cities and the Mid-Columbia and the Blues had that just about an hour and a half ago, and it quickly got nice, and we're going to see that continue into the Yakima area. In about an hour, you're going to see that sunshine as well. But still, just a little bit of drops coming down in the Yakima region as we speak, and we're going to see that continue for the next 15 to half an hour. A little bit of droplets on your car if you left it outside for the Tri-Cities Blue Mountain region. But we're seeing highs, again, about 15 degrees above our average, though a little cooler than yesterday and Saturday. We're in the upper 80s for Yakima. Again, more sunshine than not for today. In the Tri-Cities area, upper 80s. And for the Blue Mountain region, better chance of seeing a little bit of sustained thunderstorms today in our afternoon. I'll get you the timing on that. But a very nice warm week is ahead. Can't wait to tell you about it, my full forecast. That's coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
The University of Idaho held its graduation ceremony Saturday, and while it was still a time for celebration, the university took time to honor the classmates who died last year.
Through a fiscal crisis, a pandemic, and a horrific tragedy that could shatter any community, but did not.
As members of the University of Idaho's class of 2023 get ready to start a new chapter in their lives, they took time to remember their classmates that should have finished the school year alongside them.
The loss of Ethan, Xana, Kaylee, and Madi will remain in your hearts and minds for the rest of your journey.
On Saturday, those 4 students were remembered for their contributions to the university and by those who knew them.
The strength and inspiration of their life accomplishments and their family's devotion and courage is now an inseparable part of you as you go forward.
Ethan Chapin was pursuing a degree in recreation, sport, and tourism management. That certificate was sent to his family. Earlier this week, the university held a private ceremony for Xana Kernodle's family, awarding them her certificate in marketing. And on Saturday, the day Madison Mogan was set to graduate with a degree in marketing, members of her family accepted that degree in her place.
I hereby confer upon Madison May Mogan the posthumous degree earned, in testimony whereof her family will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho.
As did Kaylee Gonzalez's family, who would have graduated with a degree in general studies.
This is a moment for us to acknowledge the contributions they've made and celebrate their academic achievement with their families here today.
The union representing striking teachers in Oakland says it has resolved one of the main sticking points in its negotiations with the school district. The two sides came to an agreement on Saturday on 4 common good goals. The teachers demanded that common good issues be part of their new contract and address issues such as housing for homeless students, transportation, and school closures. Union leaders say they are still negotiating about salaries and class size. The teachers walked off the job on May 4th, and the union is optimistic the strike will end soon. Turning to a surprising development at the southwest border, the U.S. Homeland Security Secretary reports border encounters are down by 50%. That decrease comes just 4 days after the pandemic-era health policy allowing the U.S. to deport most migrants expired. And now buses carrying migrants are arriving from border states to Democrat-led cities across the country. ABC's Justin Finch with more from Washington, D.C.
In the nation's capital, dozens of migrants arrived outside the vice president's residence Sunday night. And in New York City, 3 migrant buses arrived over the weekend, and a Manhattan hotel is being converted into an emergency migrant shelter. New York Mayor Eric Adams says his city is overwhelmed and plans to bus more migrants to suburbs. As U.S. cities struggle to support arriving migrants, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas is reporting a major downturn in migrant crossings at the U.S.-Mexico border.
Over the past 2 days, the United States Border Patrol has seen an approximately 50% drop in the number of people encountered at our southern border.
That drop comes just days after Title 42, the pandemic-era health policy that allowed the U.S. to deport most migrants, expired last week. President Biden responding.
My hope is they'll continue to go down, but we have a lot more work to do.
Mayorkas says the U.S.'s stricter asylum-seeking policies are making an impact. The new rules call for non-Mexican migrants seeking asylum to first show proof they've been denied protection from a country they passed through on their way to the U.S. border. They're also required to use a federal app to make an appointment, though many migrants say it's been difficult to do so due to glitches and a lack of cell service. Breaking these rules could mean deportation plus a 5-year ban on entering the U.S.
The ACLU is now suing the Biden administration, likening its new border policies to the Trump administration and calling asylum bans cruel and illegal. Secretary Mayorkas firing back, insisting those Biden-era policies are not an asylum ban. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Most of our area seeing a beautiful morning this morning. Still seeing a little bit of cloud coverage and some showers in Yakima. That will be moving on. You're going to need your sunglasses and maybe have an umbrella handy. All of your full forecast coming right up.
Plus, it's not exactly a rough life for Bobby. The world's oldest dog is turning 31. Find out the secret to his longevity.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires. I'm a constant backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4 cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around, plus all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service, we really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Join us at Geisa Stadium on May 17th for the second annual Salute to Seniors. At 12:30, enjoy an all-you-can-eat and drink buffet before catching the Dust Devils action at 1:30. Don't miss out on this fun-filled day celebrating our beloved seniors.
It's great to see you. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
Today at 11, after The View.
You've got a date with Access Daily.
Food, self-improvement, and of course, fun.
You don't know this?
Then at noon, ABC's GMA3.
You've got a date with Access Daily today at 11 after The View on Cap KView.
Monday, Aquafina.
Something about you seems different. I can't quite figure it out.
From Disney's The Little Mermaid, plus Rainn Wilson.
Today at 9 on Cap KView.
Welcome back. Well, the world has a new oldest dog. Meet Bobby. The Portuguese pooch just turned 31. That not only makes him the oldest living dog, but the oldest canine ever recorded.
Look at that coat. Bobby's family threw him a birthday party Saturday. His owner, Lionel Costa, says the secret to Bobby's longevity is the calm, peaceful environment that southern Portugal offers. And if you're wondering, Bobby is a pure-bred Rafeiro do Alentejo, which is a breed of Portuguese dog trained to guard livestock. And I've seen older dogs like in their teens that their fur looks matty, and Bobby just looks fantastic.
I know. He's found the fountain of youth in Portugal.
And again, 7 years for normal years for dogs. So Bobby is 217 years old.
Wow.
So we wish him many more years to come.
Yes.
But looks happy. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I love that he's happy and thriving.
We need to move to Portugal, it looks like. All right, folks, all of your First Alert weather forecast coming up next. We're going to get you ready for the week ahead.
And Legends Casino in Toppenish is preparing to celebrate its 25th anniversary this year. Find out how they're ringing in year 25. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Hi there, Jason Valentine here for the Great American Flag Swap. Bring your worn or tattered U.S. flag to Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking in Kennewick May 23rd and swap it for a brand new Made in the USA American flag as we celebrate America together.
At Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking, we take pride in honoring the American flag. As Memorial Day approaches, we remember those who have served for our country. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Join us this Memorial Day in honoring those who serve.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more. With a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade. All with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful day today and a wonderful morning so far and a nice weekend. So, folks, we're just seeing a little bit of a spring-like day. You may not need too much of a, well, let's just do that again. You may not need too much of an umbrella, but you are going to be needing sunglasses today. So, folks, it is just going to be a gorgeous day. We had quite a bit of shower activity rolling through Toppenish. We're looking out at the Legends Casino right now, Skycam. And folks, it has now turned into just beautiful blue skies throughout most of our areas. Still a little bit rumbling through the Yakima area. I'll get to that in the radar. So stray shower possible today, especially indoor afternoon. And folks, we are a little cooler than we were over the weekend, but still well above our average for this time of year. So Skywatch radar, we're seeing that just a little bit of shower activity just about through Yakima, and that is going to move off into the west. Though we could see a little bit more shower activity, even some thunderstorms coming up from the south. So as we move along in our morning, going to be looking very, very nice. As we get to our afternoon, Pendleton area, Hermiston, and could even extend into the Tri-Cities. Could see a little bit of thunder and lightning. Then it's going to fan out a bit, pretty much to the Blue Mountain region. But we could see a little bit of shower activity for Walla Walla. And then we're just going to be seeing it churning in and out. So occasional showers overnight into tomorrow morning for the Mid-Columbia and the Blues. And then as we move over into the evening hours for your Tuesday, a little bit of scattered showers for Ellensburg and Yakima. And then just a shower or two as we head into our Wednesday. So, folks, we're going to keep a close eye on that. But still, don't be confused. More sunshine than not, especially as we're moving along this morning. So as we head into our morning hours, we're cooling down before we warm back up. Mid to lower 60s for most of our areas. 56 still very warm for Ellensburg this morning. And again, we're just a touch off of what we saw for our weekend. Still, for our areas, we're going to be mid to upper 80s to lower 90s through Wednesday. And then we're going to boost up into our weekend and looking very nice and very warm. We are going to be cooling down, though, as we head into our Sunday and into our next work week. But still, very nice conditions on the way. So winds, double digits for Walla Walla, other than that, light winds. And as we move along in our week, our winds are going to be pretty much taking a break. We're going to see between 10 mile per hour and light for the next couple of days at least, most likely into our weekend. A little bit of a boost as we cool down on our Sunday. So our highs today, we're going to be looking at mid to upper 80s for Ellensburg and the Yakima Valley. A little bit warmer for the Mid-Columbia, lower 90s, upper 80s. And again, folks, what you see today is what you're going to be getting for the next couple of days through Wednesday, mid-80s for the lovely Blue Mountain region. 7-day forecast for Yakima, going to stay in those upper 80s through Wednesday, lower 90s Thursday through Saturday, and then cooling off a bit into our next work week. But plenty of sunshine on the way. Overnight lows definitely settling down mid to lower 60s for the week ahead. Much more sunshine than not for the next couple of days at least. In the Tri-Cities area, lower 90s through Wednesday, mid 90s through Saturday. From Thursday, and then cooling down Sunday as well. Overnight lows pretty much in those mid-60s for the week ahead. Just gorgeous conditions, though we could see again those stray showers coming in this afternoon into tomorrow morning into tomorrow. But still, we're going to see quite a lot of sunshine as well. So a little cooler today than your weekend, but get ready for a hot week ahead.
Legends Casino in Toppenish is celebrating its silver anniversary later this morning. KapKV's Riley Fitzgerald joins us here in studio, and we've talked about the history of Legends and the events that are taking place today. But Riley, what is next for Legends?
Thanks, Jill. Casino officials say they've got a lot on their radar. According to officials, anything about the future of Legends is first brought to the Yakima Nation. Of course, all of the events this month are very exciting for the casino, but to celebrate the history, everyone also wants to know what's next. General Manager Letitia Peterson explains the casino is adding elements to its pool, opening the spa, as well as potentially even adding more sites.
There is quite a bit of time and effort when it comes to planning, but as far as the future, I do anticipate some positive changes for the Yakima Nation. Possibly down the road, we are looking at doing a second, possibly even a third site, but all of that comes back to our Yakima Nation, our tribal membership, and the direction that they want to give us.
She says they are looking forward to the positive changes coming to the casino. Events officially begin at 10 o'clock at Legends and go on all day. Our Emily Goodell will bring us more highlights from the event tonight on KapKV Local News at 6. Live in studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Jill?
Well, we'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
Did you have anything to do with the disappearance of your wife?
Absolutely not.
It's been 3 years since Colorado mom Suzanne Morphew disappeared on Mother's Day.
What's been the hardest part?
Just not having Mom.
Not knowing.
Her husband Barry Morphew charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence, but those charges were dropped just before his trial. And this morning, Barry and his daughters are speaking out only to ABC News.
It's very hurtful to lose your reputation and your integrity.
You never had a shred of doubt once you heard the evidence from law enforcement against your dad?
I've never had a shred of doubt. Not one. And we'll have much more of this exclusive interview coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
Martial arts is my passion.
I work out whenever I can.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it can be tough.
My skin was so uncomfortable.
The itching was so bad.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to Jason's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. The Grant County Sheriff's Office is investigating the circumstances surrounding a man's body that was found in an irrigation canal near Mattawa Saturday. Authorities say a woman reported a man had drowned just before 2 p.m. that afternoon. First responders found the body in the canal near the 23,000 block of Road U Southwest. And while they attempted to revive him, he was dead at the scene. Authorities are working on notifying the man's family. A Richland man has died following a crash with a semi-truck in Grant County. According to Washington State Patrol, 32-year-old Abhinav Srivastava was driving northbound on State Route 243 when he failed to yield and went through the intersection at State Route 26. A semi hit the driver's side of the vehicle and Srivastava was pronounced dead at the scene. His passenger, a 28-year-old woman, was taken to a Seattle hospital. The crash remains under investigation. Nearly 8,000 Benton PUD customers were without power for several hours on one of the hottest days of the year so far. Customers first reported outages just before 3 p.m. Saturday, and power wasn't fully restored until just before 8 p.m. Benton PUD officials say the outage was due to damaged equipment from the Bonneville Power Administration. And customers who were hoping to cool down at one of the Kennewick splash pads would find themselves out of luck. The city of Kennewick has said that the splash pads will remain closed until Memorial Day and that it takes weeks of preparation to open up the facilities. The splash pads will be open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily from Memorial Day weekend until Labor Day weekend. A potentially scary scam being reported in eastern Washington. The sheriff's office in Spokane is investigating reports that people in suits claiming to be with the Treasury Department are showing up on people's doorsteps and demanding money. Investigators say to look out for people asking for payment in gift cards. Make sure to ask for identification and don't panic. Pause and think things through. Tonight is Game 7 of the Seattle Kraken Stanley Cup playoff series against the Dallas Stars. The Kraken managed to bring the series to Game 7 after a huge win at home. Jordan Eberle put 2 goals on the board as the Kraken cruised to a 6-3 win over the Stars. The winner of tonight's game will go on to face the Vegas Golden Knights in the Western Conference Finals. And if the Kraken are able to pull off the win, the 2 most recent NHL expansion teams will face off in the playoffs. And the Mariners traveled to Detroit last night in a Mother's Day clash, hoping to complete the series sweep against the Tigers. But after jumping out to an early lead, the Tigers would roar back in the 7th, and the Mariners would drop the final game of the series 5-3. Oregon's legislative session was on hold over the weekend. Republican senators walked out of the state legislature over a week ago and have refused to come back, which means the Senate can't hold any votes. The Senate president agreed not to hold floor sessions through the weekend, and that meant Republicans who walked out did not continue racking up their unexcused absences. A new voter-approved law in Oregon says state lawmakers with more than 10 unexcused absences cannot run for re-election.
All right, folks, plenty of blue skies after we saw some shower activity and heavy clouds. It depends on where you're at. Pretty recently for Legends Casino on our cam there at Toppenish. Still rolling through Yakima, but that is about to move all the way through and looking at a very nice morning this morning. So there's the remnants of the shower activity, which really ran through all of our areas very quickly, bringing in some ominous clouds. But now we're just left with plenty of sunshine and beautiful conditions. So taking a look at what we can expect this morning, we are in the mid to lower 60s right now, staying warm this morning, 57 for Ellensburg. And we do expect to see highs very nice today. And we're going to be seeing what we see today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we're all going to be warming up to the mid to lower 90s by the time we get to Thursday through Saturday, and then a bit cooler as we get to our next Sunday and into our next work week. So very nice conditions though as we move along. Winds not much of a factor this morning, 11-mile-per-hour winds right now for Walla Walla. Other than that, light to nominal, and we do expect those winds to be remaining pretty much light for our week ahead. So our highs today, we're in the mid to upper 80s for the Kittitas Valley area and into the Yakima region. Looking very nice. Lower 90s to upper 80s for the Mid-Columbia, and a little cooler along the Blues as per the case has been for the past couple of weeks. We're in the mid 80s. So folks, plenty of sunshine. Could see a stray thunder shower in the afternoon hours. Jill.
Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. Cap KVUE Local News is back tonight at 5. Have a great rest of your morning.